Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. Time is passing super fast. Help, the sun's out of control.
It's too fast, we're burning up. Oh, no, we're okay.
I really feel bad for this father character. He sounds so like generally trying to help her and be nice and stuff, and then it's like, oh, you're here. And I think you mentioned this, but it's pretty weird how you're just like, hey, guards, kill this random kid.
Yeah. You just believe one random, father yelling at some guy?
No, he is like a famous, not effective, he has lots of sway and is rich and stuff.
I guess.
I don't know, if Justin Bieber was shouted from a window, hey, bring me Ernesto Guillermo's head, I'm sure they would do it.
What do you think Bieber would do with my head?
I don't know,
Or why would he want my head? Eat it?
Whatever works. I don't know the guy.
I do.
Oh. Don't know what to think about that.
Well, speaking of famous actors, because Bieber was in CSI Miami or something, so he's an actor, we have some information about the voice actors.
I guess first and foremost, even though we're playing this in Italian, the English voice actor for Ezio is Roger Craig Smith, who has an incredible range. He also is the voice of Sonic. That should say everything right there.
Done. No more info needed.
But yeah, if you want to, you can look up some really interesting demo reels where he shows just how crazy his range actually is. He does over-the-top cartoony characters. He does really down-to-earth characters like Ezio. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's weird because he's not that high profile of a voice actor either. He's definitely a big name, but for some reason other people get just a higher billing than him, even though he's probably the best voice actor in this game by a long shot. And it's not even like this is a badly acted game. It has tons of really good actors, but Roger Craig Smith just knocks out of the park, and that's why we chose the Italian audio, so you can't hear any of that.
And Ezio's father is voiced by Romano or Ritz, something like that. And he's actually a really famous TV and movie actor.
Yeah, now I'm pretty sure the reason why they did that, got him a famous TV actor, is because they were doing a live action thing with Assassin's Creed 2 as a prequel sort of thing with the voice actors playing the actual people. So I figured that since he was the lead, they'd want some sort of TV actor for that.
Did they have Ezio in that thing?
Yep.
So they had Roger Craig Smith acting?
I suppose they did.
Oh, interesting.
It is pretty cool that they actually use the same voice actors just to do the acting, too.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's really authentic looking, too. I remember when I showed it to you, you're like, wait, is this CGI or what?
Yeah, they did a good job with it. And I saw the one I haven't seen the other games live action, but I saw the one for Black Flag, and it was very cool. So, check it out.
Do the other ones even have live action? I'm not sure they do.
I assume that they all did, but I'm not sure.
But yeah, now it's just time to do a little bit exploring and find some odds and ends in the city. In the future, I'm going to be editing these down significantly more, but for now, I just want to show off the city and the parkour and whatnot.
Yeah, and how you get things and more details about it. But yeah, so we're getting more viewpoints. There are tons of viewpoints all over the place, so...
Yep.
Gotta synchronize them all.
And every time it plays the exact same music and does the exact same panning shot.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because in some games, he'll do that panning thing, but there'll be tons of fog everywhere, and you can't actually see anything. But it's like he's getting a perfect view of the city, but... minor details.
Well, you probably can see through it with eagle vision.
That's true, actually.
In fact, yeah, in a later game, you use eagle vision to see through smoke, so yeah.
There you go. Yeah, in Assassin's Creed, they have an excuse for everything. Either, whether it be the Animus or eagle vision or something like that, there's always a legitimate reason for whatever happens.
The Animus is one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen in a video game. It's the perfect excuse. It makes everything canon. Is there a glitch in this game? Well, it's the Animus.
Yeah.
And the health is a really good thing right there. it's such a great example of gameplay and story integration, because not so much in this game where your health is tied to armor pieces you buy and the like, but in the first game, when you have more synchronization points, it's because you do things to synchronize with the character better, and you lose synchronization not because of like taking damage or whatever. Like that's what it seems like, but the idea is obviously if you get cut up with a sword, you're gonna die. So obviously the person you're playing as didn't get cut up with a sword, so it desynchronizes you because that didn't actually happen. Same with falling from a really huge height that would have broken your legs.
Yeah, and if you try and go out of bounds or too far and they have a force field, oh, well, that's because your ancestor had never traveled there or didn't go there at that particular point in his life.
It's so much better than just random invisible walls.
Yeah. So yeah, the Animus is a great idea for a game.
And it makes it so that all sorts of little game-isms, things that normally would be just so video gamey, just work into the story seamlessly. It's perfect.
Yeah, and in later games when they improve different things about how you move and stuff like that, they say, oh, well, it was an upgrade to the Animus that improved.
Effect of a patch.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a very good reason or excuse for why you suddenly can do things you couldn't in other games. So it's smart.
It also leads to this sort of meta-narrative about the actual game being designed itself, because in a weird way they're talking about what they're going through with the actual game, even though it's supposed to be like an in-story canonical
that's
thing.
Deep.
Well, they go full thing with this in Act 4, apparently.
Yeah. And you just saw there, a little bit side subject, but throwing rocks. Guards, if you're climbing, they will throw rocks. They have perfect aim all the time, and a rock will always knock you off.
No, they don't have perfect aim. If you keep climbing fast, then...
if you're fast, but otherwise they can get you from very far away.
And if there's enough guards, it's like a barrage from a machine gun.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And it's pretty... that was funny. But it's pretty deadly, and I hate it.
Well, it's not deadly, it's just that you'll fall off constantly.
Which, if you fall from high enough, can kill you.
Yeah. But if you fall off, you can press the circle button or whatever it is for other controllers to grab onto the next ledge after.
Yeah. And you see the rocks flying.
Look at that. That rock just flew off into the atmosphere. These things don't have gravity.
Guards are just that strong back in the day.
Yeah. They really let themselves go in this modern age.
Yep. Jeez. Well, you seem to have gone around them just fine. So
now they're going to forget that I ever existed. It's like, he went up. Clearly that must mean he's gone now.
Yeah. What were we doing?
Yeah, another synchronization. These cityscapes are actually really nice to look at.
Yeah.
Although not really when the weather's bad like this, but when it's really vibrant out, it looks really nice.
So how accurate are these cities? Do you know?
I don't really know, but apparently some of the maps are actually like accurate to maps from the time, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Alright, now right here, I'm going to briefly go back to this codex page because it appears on the map for some reason, but you can't actually get codex pages for a bit, so sorry. But it's at least worth showing off where they are and why they exist. We'll get into them more later on when the story demands it, though.
Yeah. Just another side thing that you eventually have to do.
No, that's the thing. There's a lot of things in Assassin's Creed 2 that went on to become side things, but in this, a lot of the stuff that seems like side stuff is required.
Yeah.
But yes, back to viewpoints. Also a race, actually. Never mind. I'm surprised. I didn't actually think there's any other types of events available right now, but apparently there's a race. So we're going to go on a race.
Let's race somebody through the rooftops.
Yes, Venice rooftops with that great, great music.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you're ever trying to see where you can do that eagle dive, you just look for like the birds.
Yeah, just going to say, where there's birds and hay, you can always do a leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
That's easily the most contrived thing about this game.
Thieves.
This does the exact same thing that so many video games and also some movies do, where they treat thieves as a profession. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just go talk to the local thief.
I've never thought of it like that. That's a good point.
And it's almost like, yeah, and a lot of times they even treat it like as like a noble type of class too. It's not like, oh, look, a thief that goes and steals things. Like, oh no, it's thieves can like gather information and they can steal vital information from people, or that kind of thing.
Thieves are good guys often for some reason.
Well, that's just sort of going with the whole underdog thing that so many movies and stories in general just like to have.
Yeah.
I guess really even if you look at the modern day, thievery is still really a common and empowering thing because we use it all the time on digital fronts. We pirate games and movies and music without even really thinking about it anymore.
That's true.
And the people who provide it with us, I guess, are kind of the benevolent thieves. Even though it is morally wrong.
Well, this is a deep commentary right now. We talked about whatever that other thing was, the meta-analysis or something. And
a lot of people give Assassin's Creed a bad time, but I think it does have some interesting questions and things to say about it. And that was a terrible camera glitch.
Animus glitch, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And you get 100 florins.
Yeah, that's your reward for most of anything you can do in an Assassin's Creed game, period, until later on. From next few games, it's going to be, hey, you got money. You can use it to buy things that make you more money.
Yeah, and eventually you're just raking in the money so fast you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, because there isn't actually that much you can buy. Most of the stuff you can buy just makes you more money.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize how many bales of hay there are everywhere. Which are all those blue dots.
You didn't? How do you not know this after playing all the Assassin's Creed games?
I don't know. I guess, yeah, they are basically on every block, or even more than that, so.
I wonder if they made like a modern day Assassin's Creed, how would they contrive bales of hay into it?
Let's see. They could have dumpsters or something that are open.
Oh god, that'd be terrible. You get cut up.
Well, in the movies, people are always falling into dumpsters and they're fine.
And I guess really you get cut up if you fell into a bale of hay too. So,
yeah.
But just dumpsters just seem so much more harsh.
Well, what else would work instead of dumpsters?
Maybe the assassins take over, like they run for president or something, and then they enact a bale of hay policy.
Every street must have a bale of hay on it.
And a little eagle perch.
Yes.
Why, sir? No idea.
Maybe they already have something like that we just don't know about. Maybe we should start conspiracy theories about it.
Okay. They use a weather machine.
Oh, there's those rocks again.
Yep. Pretty much caught in a loop here. I don't even mean to keep climbing up, but yeah, sometimes the controls don't work as well as they should. They really do streamline it as each game goes on, and part of the reason why I do mess up is because I'm used to the better controls of the later games. But yeah. At least it's not Assassin's Creed 1.
Mm-hmm. Can't you just beat those guys up or something?
No, that's morally wrong.
Morals.
I'm not going to spend this game killing people. That's ridiculous. Yeah, they won't notice me if I'm up here.
Yeah, you can see by those arrows that they're contemplating you right now.
Yeah, it's like, I think he's gone. I can't really see him now.
There's someone climbing up there. I think it's him, but I don't know.
I like how they threw a rock at me and then forgot I was there.
And there was that guy just working on the stones up there.
Yep. Just random people like that. You can take their tools and stuff and use them as weapons too.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you rob them and stuff?
You just nudge them. Gotta love the architecture in this. They put a ton of detail into these things too. It's very authentic.
They did. They have there's so many different buildings and everything like that. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure the little red buildings are cloned, but there's no big buildings like this that are the exact same or anything.
Yeah, and there's big buildings like this everywhere because they're basically viewpoints, and there's a lot of viewpoints.
Now I just gotta slowly shuffle around. We'll eventually get to a part where we can climb up. Just you wait, I'm sure it'll happen.
But yeah, in later Assassin's Creed, the viewpoints kind of become the same thing every time, or there's a couple set ones.
like climb the exact same tree every single time in Assassin's Creed 3. We'll get to that later. Yeah, they had to kind of contrive ways to make it so there's still tall points later on, because there aren't a lot of places that have like a really tall point where you can see the rest of a city or wherever you are. Yeah, there we go. We just introduced something new. A treasure chest. They are full of money, and they're not really worth your time to go after.
Nope.
That was a good summary, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I wish they had something other than just some money, like some sort of, like you could, oh wow, you got a new weapon or something like that.
Well, there hasn't life like that in the, I think it's Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And,
Brotherhood?
Yeah, and also Revelations.
I guess they have the bombs and stuff like that.
And then they just go insane with it in 3.
Yeah, he had so much stuff. You open up a chest and get like...
That's a lot more authentic, though, because it's like a big chest. Why wouldn't it have tons of stuff in it?
Yeah.
I'd imagine Assassin's Creed 4, they must have something decent, because it's all about treasure hunting.
You got a new pirate ship.
But yeah, synced up all the viewpoints. I think it's time to visit the family.
Oh, the family.
Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about the rest of the family, but I guess we can do that next part.
Yeah.
So we don't really have enough time to go into any level of depth about it yet. And we're going to be doing stuff with the family next part anyways. In the meantime,
let's talk about how convenient it is that they have all these like 2x4s sticking out of every single building.
And all these stacks of like barrels and stuff like that.
Yep. Like, who builds a building and just leaves a section of 2x4 sticking out?
Maybe they're building the city.
They're all still building it?
Yeah. Rome wasn't built in a day. Why would Venice or Florence or wherever this is?
Uh-huh. And this is your dad.
Yeah. It's a very fun dad. And yeah, as you said before, voiced by Romano Orsino. Yeah, he's nice and supportive of Ezio, but also tries to get him to be a good person.
He's the ideal father.
Yeah, he lets your son get with everything, but also that's not a good father at all.
He's rich, though, so that's good.
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time we got to do some errands for the family. We'll see you then.
Adios.